What's going on, guys? Louiet214 here today, and today we're here talking about two or three new products. Two being the Galaxy S6 and 6 Edge, and one being the HTC One M9. So as you guys can see on the screen right now, it's actually showing off the the Galaxy S6 and the 6 Edge. Now, I'm also going to give you guys some specs and what I think about these two phones. First things first is the specs on the Galaxy S6. The Galaxy S6, first off, is coming out on April 10th, 2015 to all the carriers, Verizon, AT&T, Sprint, and T-Mobile. It features a Gorilla Glass 4. It has a fingerprint sensor, as the same as the old devices. It has a Super AMOLED captive touchscreen, as normal, 5.1 inches, 1440 by 2560 pixels. That's a 577 ppi pixel density. It has a quad-core 1.5 gigahertz Cortex A53 and a quad-core 2.1 gigahertz Cortex A57. It also comes in three different types. There's a 32 gig, a 64 gig, and a 128 gig model, featuring 3 gigs of RAM in all three of those. Now, this is a DDR4 gigs. This is not a regular DDR3 RAM anymore. It's DDR4 now. They did remove the removable battery and the SD card slot. That's gone now. So I know a lot of people are not too happy, but a lot of people really like to have a flash storage instead of an SD card because it's more reliable for the most part. Front camera, 5 megapixels. It's a 1080p by 30 frames per second dual video call, auto HDR. And the back camera is a 16 megapixel, 3456 by 4608 pixels, optical image stabilization, autofocus, and LED flash. Now, this comes out the box with Android 5.0.2 Lollipop. And this also features, the geotagging, the tough focus, the face detection, auto HDR, and panorama, and all that. Has all the same thing. Now, charging is something they really highlighted during the focus on this show here. The charging features that you can charge 40% of your battery in 10 minutes. Now, 10 minutes for 40% of the battery is amazing. For the most part, that's one of the most amazing features of this device. Now, this is for both devices, the 6S and the 6 Edge. They're both the same idea, both 4 hours of usage after 10 minutes of charging. And, overall, both devices are almost exactly the same thing. The only difference between the S6 and the S6 Edge is the Edge features two curved edge screen sides to it. Same Gorilla Glass 4, same resolution, the 1440 by 2560, but has a 576 ppi, 5.1 inch screen again. The same as a Nano is normal. Corner Gorilla Glass 4. This is available in GSM, HSPA, and LTE for all you guys. Now, this one is also available on April 10th, 2015. Same thing for this one, goes for 32, 64, 128. So overall, they're the exact same device. One just features the dual siding screens. As you could tell, here's the screen, and then here's the other side. For what they're really using this for is one feature that was really cool they showed was that you can put your phone upside down, and if somebody calls you and you have that person set up with a certain color, that person can it glows up your device. Wireless charging was also showing up as a big thing. You could show up your battery. You could charge it. It has built-in wireless charging now, so there's no more need for that. Samsung Pay, which is basically Apple Pay, just upgraded. You can upgrade this. You can use this with more than just regular NFC technology scanners. You can use this regular scanners as well due to the built-in technology they have now. It's convenient and secured mobile payment pretty much, as you guys know. Right there, it's the MST and NFC barcode what that allows you to do is it allows you to use multiple things. Now, this does come in multiple colors. There's a gold, there's a silver, there's a black, there's a green, which is like an emerald, and there's like a blue. It's more like a blue. I don't know. It's more of I don't know. It's a hard one to say. It's like a blue color. It's like a sapphire blue almost. Moving on. So overall, I mean, my opinion on the Galaxy S6 is it really is a great device. Overall, it is a little tough for Apple to compete with these devices sometimes. Now, don't hate on me. I am an Apple user, but I do like Galaxy devices as well. So overall, I mean, I give them like a 9 out of 10 for this device. I would buy it, but the thing that's going to be real shaky for people is the price range. They haven't released the price range yet, but considering the fact there's a 32, 64, and a 128, and there's 2 different models of the phone, it's going to be pricey for the most part, we're thinking. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll definitely see how this pans out. So next up, I'm going to show you guys a little information on the HTC One M9. Now, the HTC One M9, completely different category of phone here. This has nothing to do with Samsung. It's a whole different category. And the HTC, one moment. Now with the HTC One M9, just going to throw this on for you guys so you can take a look at the device a little bit while I talk here. The HTC One M9, this is coming out in March of 2015, so it's coming out soon. This phone features, again, a nano SIM with a Super LCD 3 captive touchscreen, 16 million colors. It's a 5.0-inch screen, 1080 by 1920. It's a 441 pixel density. This is Gorilla Glass 4 again. This also features the HTC Sense UI 7.0, which is their protection. OS is Android V 5.0 Lollipop out of the box, so it does come with Lollipop out of the box. This phone features a CPU of a quad-core 1.5 GHz Cortex A53 and a quad-core 2 GHz. This is a micro SD. You can put an SD card still into this phone, up to 128, and the internal is 32 to boot, and it has 3 gigs of RAM. So they ditched the their super micro camera, their double camera on their old device, and put a single primary 20.7 megapixel. Now this is shooting at 5,376 by 3,752 pixels, autofocus, a dual LED, and dual tone flash. Now, features of this camera, it automatically, simultaneously videos and image recording, geotagging, face, smile detection, and an HDR panorama. The video shoots at 2160p at 30 frames per second, a 1080p at 60 frames per second, and a 720p at 120 frames per second. HDR and stereo sound recording. Secondary camera is a 4 megapixel 1080p camera with 30 frames per second HDR. The phone overall has the same loudspeaker in the front, and it comes in the same colors that you would normally find with the phone. Now the phones do have a little bit of a different body built to them. They did put more metal. It's more of a metal body, and it's a dual toned metal. So as you can tell here in this video here, it has a dual tone back and side panel to it. Now this does have NFC, of course. Micro USB 2.0 for the charger. It is a non-removable 2840 milliamp battery. Up to standby time is up to 391 hours. Talk time 25 hours. Now the colors are gunmetal gray, amber gold, silver/rose gold, and gold/pink. So those are the colors you're going to look for on that phone there. And by the way, earlier we were talking about the Galaxy S6 and 6 Edge. The colors on that one were white and pearl. They're white pearl, black sapphire, gold platinum, and green emerald, along with a blue topaz. Only for the Galaxy S6, there's a green topaz color. So, overall, my opinion on the HTC One M9. Now, personally, I worked over at Verizon for a while, and when I got to mess with HTC devices, they really are nice build phones. They're, overall, they're great phones. You can't beat them. But it's gonna be tough. To be honest with you, it's gonna be a tough one this year with the new Galaxy device and the new HTC device, along with Apple, whatever they're going to do on March 9th, which, by the way, stay tuned because I'll be on there and I'm going to be doing a little, just a little talk about it. But on that date, they're going to have a release, most likely for the Apple Watch, maybe some OS upgrades, maybe some security upgrades to their systems, application upgrades and everything. But I guess we'll have to see. But my name's Louiet214. I really hope you guys enjoyed my quick little review video / just talking about these new devices. This is my first ever, so I really appreciate it. If you guys can leave some criticism, just tell me about it. Let me know how I did. If you guys are looking forward to any more videos, please subscribe and look for more live videos from Louiet214. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.